Hi, hello, and welcome in our video. This is part 2 of a special two-part video series where we are summarizing the basics of working with doors next. If you didn't see our first video, you need to start there because right now we will be continuing where we left off in the video number 1. Excellent, so without any further ado, let's continue where we left off. Our next step is to create a glossary term for requirement. With the text, requirements are behaviors, characteristics, or features that are necessary in the developed system. So, to create this glossary term, you need to navigate to some text. We need this requirement. And here I need to create on this icon and create term. But right now, I am not able to do that and I have this message. Show details. To create term, at least one artifact type must be configured to be used as a term. Alright, so we have our hint. We don't have any artifact type associated with the term. Alright, so you know the drill. Go to Settings, Manage Component Properties, Artifact Types, New Artifact Type, I will call it Glossary Term, and here you need to use this artifact of this type as a glossary terms. Save. You don't need to do anything else, and you can navigate back to Artifacts, Stakeholder Requirement Specification, and here you can select this requirement and create glossary term. But optional, you can create separate folder for your terms. So that would be great. I will navigate back to all folders, and here I will create new folder, and I will call it my glossary terms. Perfect. So I will save all terms here. Now back to the module. I will select this requirement, create term. I will paste it here, and don't forget to select your folder for terms. Excellent. I will click on OK, and we are done. We also are supposed to select the second requirement. I will use Ctrl spacebar, and you see we have this requirement defined. So I will click here, and I associated it with this term. So you see both requirements are associated with requirement glossary term, and both are working. Excellent. In the next step, we should create new module called System Requirement Specification, and this module should be used to upload the requirements from a Word document. Right now, we don't have any module called System Requirement Specification, so we need to create one. I will go here, Manage Component Properties, and in Artifact Types, I will create System Requirement Specification artifact type for this new module. Perfect. I will change the icon. OK, and it will be module. Save. Excellent. When reading exercises, we see that we also will need some system requirements. So I will create them right away. All right, and they should be text format. Excellent. Now we can navigate back to artifacts and we can import our Word document and create module at the same time. So import requirements from within a text document. I will not show you how to create this Word document, create any Word document based on those requirements I showed you in exercises, and we can upload this Word document. What I will show you, however, is my Word document I created. This is the exactly same document I used in our uploading Word document video, but I will not be using some, for example, special characters, etc. But I will be using the same Word document. So I will add files. I selected this training document. I would like to specify location for new requirements, and I would like to create new module. Excellent. Name for the module, use source name. So this module will be called training document, or you can create system requirement specification. All right, so system requirement specification, this is the better one. Artifact type for this module should be systems requirement specification. Next, headings. What are you supposed to do with headings? Create heading. Images. What are you supposed to do with images? Create, for example, information. Keywords. We would like to use shell. You can use sentence or paragraph, doesn't matter. And when you are using shell, create system requirement. Okay. I will not use any text delimiter, although I could, but this is not in this exercise. So why would I make my life harder with this? But I need to use all other text. You see, this is required. So everything that is not keyword, image, or heading should be, and I will use information. Perfect. Next, finish. It was successful. So let's see, systems requirement specification. And this is supposed to be system requirements. Excellent, because we have shell here. This is information because we don't have any shell here. Again, system requirements, perfect. What about table? It should be information. Excellent. Perfect. So it's working. So I think we can call it a success. And now we should link any system requirement with any stakeholder requirement. To make it easier, I will show artifact types. Excellent. So system requirements, for example, this one with stakeholder requirements. To make it easy, I will just drag and drop. So I will open artifacts in new tab. Here I will select stakeholder requirement specification, and I can make those windows side by side. So now it's even easier. I can go here, click and drag this artifact to this icon, drop, and I am searching for satisfies link. Unfortunately, there is no link called satisfies. Why? Well, I can go to settings, manage component properties, link types, and those link types are ordered alphabetically. And you see, we have satisfies architecture element, but this is used to link to Rhapsody, not inside requirements management, and we don't see any satisfy link here. So we need to create one. I will click up here on add, satisfy, description. I would like to provide directional labels. So satisfies and satisfy by. Save. Excellent. And now we can navigate back, stakeholder requirements, side by side window. Again, click on this artifact, drag and drop it here, select and satisfies. Create link. Yes, perfect. So you see, the stakeholder requirement is satisfied by this system requirement. I can show you this link also here, but I need to refresh. And now, perfect. So we created our link. All right, in the next section, we are supposed to embed this picture from stakeholder requirement specification into any artifact here in systems requirement specification. So I will, for example, choose this artifact here, enter, enter, enter. I will maximize the window so we see our insert artifact. And now I need to find this picture, so it's in stakeholder requirements. This is our logo, excellent. But don't click on OK right now, because in the next step, you are also supposed to create link to this picture. So I will create, for example, embeds. OK, perfect. And this logo is huge, but let's see if our link was created. All right. So although this logo is huge and it don't look very well, but we satisfied requirement from our scenario. Perfect. In the next step, I should go to stakeholder requirement specification and use this table and reuse it in systems requirement specification. So you have multiple options. For example, the simplest one would be go here. I will select it and I will just use Control C or copy. So I can show you the copy and I can go back to systems requirements and here I can paste special and I can reuse all artifacts. Excellent. So this table is reused and I can make any change. I will navigate back, refresh, and see if change is propagated. Excellent. So this was one of the options. You can just copy, paste special, and reuse. Or you can go here, click on create, add existing artifact. You can try search for this table, so stakeholder requirements, and probably this is the one. And you can add and close and do it this way. So you have multiple options. It's up to you. All right, and the last thing we will do is to create diagram. It's not mentioned where we are supposed to create this diagram, so I can create this diagram in any module or, for example, in a folder. I will create it right here because I am in this folder, so I will click on create order artifact type, and I will search for artifact format diagram, and here I can choose information. But you see, if I choose information, it's back to text. Fine, then I will choose stakeholder requirement, again text, and system requirement, text. Heading is not the right one, and glossary term definitely not the right one. So what I am supposed to do? Well, you probably know because we did it already like 3 times. So you are supposed to create new artifact type with format diagram. So I will cancel, click on settings, manage component properties, artifact types, a new type. It will be called diagram. Again, very creative. And artifact format will be diagram. Save. Perfect. Now we can go back. But now I am in artifact, so let's create it in this folder. It really doesn't matter. I will click on create diagram. I will call it training diagram. OK. Open it, edit it, close this one, and now I will try to simulate what I see in a picture. So I will use ellipse 1, ellipse 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Then some rectangle. Perfect. I will send it back. Excellent. And in the ellipse, cook the food, order food, eat food, and pay for food. Also, I can search for actors. You see this person here, or to make it as similar as possible, I will use this actor, customer. I will copy and paste it, but this will be chef. Perfect. I will select all of it, drag it because I would like to create this restaurant simplified. You can double click here, but you see your text would be inside. So you can insert text. Perfect. I will drag it here. And I didn't tell how I added the text here. So double click and also here double click. So just if you don't know, then you can double click on those elements and you can create text. Perfect. I would also like to include that link there. So I copied the link, again insert text, and I will paste the link here. Perfect. I will drag it here. And now I can create links. So I clicked on customer, click here, click on order food. Again, customer, click here, eat food, and once again to pay for food. I will click on chef, click here and cook food. But you see those links are horrible. So I will click, hold Control, and click on all the links. Now right click, properties, and line style should be straight. Perfect. Also, those lines should have arrows at the end. So end, classic arrow. Perfect. And those arrows also have some shadow. Perfect. And those arrows are also colored. So from customer, there are green, and from chef, there are blue. So I will create all of them as green. Perfect. And now I will just click on chef, and this one will be blue. All right. Also, customer and its text is green. So right click, properties, it should be. Also, customer and text is green. So right click, properties. Also, customer and text is green. So right click, properties, and green, and text again, bold and green. Perfect. And this customer had also shadow. So I am trying to make it as similar as possible. And the same for chef. So it should be blue with shadow, and text should be bold and again blue. Perfect. So I think now it's 1-to-1. Now I am supposed to create comment for cook the food element. So not for the entire diagram, because right now if I would go here and click on create comment for artifact, this would be created for entire diagram. But I need to click on this element, right click, and choose create comment, any comment. Perfect. And I should link this second element with any system requirement. So I will right click, add a link, and now I need to go to modules, systems requirement specification, and with any system requirement. I don't see any artifact types here, but I know that system requirements had shell keyword. So I will select this one and click on link type, and I will use link to. Okay, so I created link, and I can see those links and comments when clicking here and also when clicking here. So you see this specific element is linked to this requirement, but I will not go there because I didn't save this one. Okay, it saved me. So now I can navigate here. You see, system requirement. I will jump back, and this element is commented. All right, and that's it. This is end of our summarization video. As you saw, it wasn't deep dive video. For that, we had prepared hours of content. It was just my effort to provide you with a scenario where you can connect multiple concepts together and try to create few modules and few artifacts from the scratch. I really hope this video was informative for you, and I look forward to see you in our next videos.